This life is a fight. What are you focused on? There will be doubt. Pain, it's inevitable. But when that bell rings, will you be ready? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, Bucketheads to Spit Bucket Podcast. Post-fight, TSB post-fight for the Ring, Ring 4, Night of the Champions. Man, oh man, man, oh man, man, oh man, what a night, what a night, what a night. Got a lot to talk about, but I know there's just one thing that a lot of y'all going to want to be talking about. And look, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. Give me a second. Let me get all my stuff in order because as I mentioned, we are taking calls tonight. I'm going to do a little bit of a breakdown. Let me make sure I got everything in order. But man, I'm excited. Yes. I know some folks are going to be waiting for Crow. So look, I popped this up when IOTBA had to eat some crow after Canelo Crawford. And listen, I'm a fair and equal opportunity crow distributor, and it's time for JJ to eat some. And I'm not mad at it, guys. I'm not mad at it. Let me just make sure I got everything plugged in and good to go and all that stuff. Hold up. Anyway, all right, we're good. It's locked and loaded. So, the Ring 4, Night of the Champions. We had 4 title fights, man. Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, and Puma Martinez. Much anticipated co-main event with Devin the Dream Haney and Brian Norman Jr. and then David Benavidez and Anthony Yard as the headliner. Guys, we'll make this quick. I do want to take some time to break down the fights, but I know a lot of y'all are licking y'all's chops. I'm about to drop the number here in a bit. I have the line closed right now, so don't worry about it. But don't worry about calling just yet. But what a night, guys. What a night. I know you negative people are going to focus on the one I got wrong, but 3 out of 4 is still not bad. 3 out of 4 is still not bad. Let's just go through it, right? Let's go through it. Yesterday, I say Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney for last. I almost just want to get to it, man. But look, Abdullah Mason did the damn thing. Abdullah Mason looked terrific, looked fantastic. He answered the question. Remember yesterday I said I was concerned about the chin. Everything else is there. Even though he got back up and finished the fight, it was still a concern that I wanted to see addressed, either with a little more caution or a little more elusiveness. But he proved that, that was just a one-night thing. He got touched today by a guy with some heavy hands. Sam Noakes, 17-0, 15 knockouts, And a big thing, Abdullah Mason is 21 years old. So you always hear the grown man strength thing. So I was legitimately concerned, even though I picked an Abdullah 11th round stoppage, which I almost got that. It was getting close because in 10th round, he got close. He did his thing, man. He took some big shots. He fought through adversity against a guy. I almost see this like a title defense because they were both after the title. They both wanted it. Neither one of them were champs. Both of them were contenders. So it had that same hunger. He was facing that same hunger. I always say that, when you're fighting a challenger, it doesn't matter who it is, you're going to get the best version of him. So that was a hell of a performance. Abdullah Mason, the new WBO 135-pound champ. A lot of folks saying he's the guy. He is him. Shakur Stevenson was real quick to say, don't forget about me. He went up and tweeted and said, I'm the man at 135. Don't forget about that. But you know what I watched the fight with my pops tonight. I looked over at my pops and I said, that generation, that batch may have waited too long and these youngsters are just going to pass them by. I hope not, because Shakur and all of them are still tremendously talented. Still a lot of meat on the bone. There's still a lot for us to see. And hopefully we do see this fight at 140 with Teofimo Lopez. But look, Now you're calling out 147 guys and 140. So are you still at 135? Is that still the thing? So don't want to dive too much into that. Want to say a massive congratulations to Abdullah Mason. Shout out to the Cleveland and Cleveland Browns for throwing out a tweet supporting the young man already before he won the strap, showing that hometown love before he got the big spotlight. So salute to that. Salute to Abdullah Mason. Terrific performance. And we got a new king in the division, guys. Checking comments real quick. What's up, Jam? What's up, bro? What a hell of a night, wasn't it, brother? Red Corner Boxing. You guys, please go give them some love, man. These guys put in so much damn work for the sport of boxing just to bring the sport we love to you guys. So big shout out to the friends across the pond. Getting back to this, guys, because I've got some crow to eat, and I want to be sure that we take these calls, man. Moving right along, Bam Rodriguez. Fernando Martinez for all the belts but the IBF. You know, this is damn near undisputed, but damn, guys. Remember just 24 hours ago, maybe it was 36, I don't remember. I was saying, I don't care where y'all put Bam in that Usyk Bud anyway talk. You know, after those three guys, I don't care where you put them. It could be 4 on top of Bevo, whatever you want to put them. I have no issue. You guys tend to hate on the little fellas as if they can control their stature. Bam Rodriguez is a bad man. And yesterday I said anywhere after those 3, guys, I don't care where you put him in your pound for pound list, as long as it's somewhere above 5. Above or below? What do you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's above 5 or below. Look, he toyed with a champion today. Toyed with him. And right before he landed that finishing shot, he knew what he was doing. He was luring him in. And I think I saw a grin. I meant to do a screen grab, but he almost grinned before he put him out because he knew just what he was doing. Crowd started booing a little bit, and it would get a little boring in there. Or not boring. They weren't booing. They were quiet. I told my dad, damn, you can hear crickets in there. And what did Bam do? Started letting Puma get a little comfortable, smiled, slipped the shot, came back with the right. Or was it I forgot. Yeah, he slipped the shot. I think he came back up. Hold on, let me see. I jotted down the notes. I don't remember, but it was beautiful. And he smiled, and it was game over. So big shout out to Bam, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Geez, man, the guy has whatever he wants in his future. He already has established a Hall of Fame career. And look, I meant to say this about Abdullah, but also about Bam. Look, Bam is only 25, guys. Abdullah Mason is 21 years old. Look at these champs. We have so much to be excited about, man. So much to be excited about. The sport of boxing is in good hands. But look, shout out to Puma. He gave it all he had, and it just wasn't enough. And that's usually the case when you're fighting against elite talent. Yeah, I'm going to do this again. Let's get to Benavidez Yard. I know that was the main event, but there's a lot that we need to cover with this other fight, man. And I got a lot to say because I spent a lot of time on it yesterday. Benavidez Yard. I mean, is anybody surprised, right? That was a hell of an effort from Anthony Yard, who we knew he'd have, a chance, maybe a chance to look good. Maybe he, all the rumors about David Benavidez maybe not being what he was at 175 and what he was at 168. So, I get it. I said yesterday, maybe Anthony Yard wins a couple rounds early, but dude, again, David Benavidez, I just tweeted a bit ago, what he does is so unconventional, man. And that's why I would always pick against him, because I would always pick against the boxer. I mean, pick against I would always pick for the boxer who's got a little bit better form and tech, and is more of a technical boxer who's got more, what the hell is the word I'm looking for? Mechanics, that sort of deal. David Benavidez is so unconventional, man. But you know who else was? Roy Jones Jr. You know, you don't teach people to fight like that. Roy Jones, you have his arm all the way down. Benavidez squaring up, his feet crossing as he's stepping. Like, he doesn't give a damn. He doesn't care about your rules. Squared up in front of you, off balance. It's wild to see, but the guy has a tank. The guy has speed, machine gun, bazooka speed. He's got power. He's got a chin. You know, the times he's been down were flash knockdowns because he's always off balance, but he's got a chin. They don't do nothing to him. I tell y'all what, man, I am excited about the potential fight with him taking on the winner of Bebo Beterbiev. I like the matchup better with Bebo because I think that's going to be like, it's like we're going to be watching what we see in the lightweight, super lightweight divisions all the time, like slick boxer, or the heavy, unconventional, awkward, fast dude. Man, that fight's got that. I'm licking my chop for that. But anyway, big shout out to David Benavidez landing his first knockout at 175 against a durable, capable Anthony Yard. Man, it was good for a little bit, but a teeny tiny bit. But David Benavidez just turned it up and got that 7th round stoppage where it was just like too much. It's too much for anybody to take, man. It's insane. Let me hit some of these comments. What's going on? What's going on to my brother Geeked, man? What's up, brother? Not sure if you caught the fight, but appreciate you tuning in, man. Big respect. Big boxing man, H5W. Appreciate you, my boy. Let's get to Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney. If there's people watching that are starting to be interested in calls, look, I'm working on a project too that I'll announce, or that may be, hopefully, if it goes well. So I really want to get practice on this call. So let's fire up some calls here in a bit. Yeah, let's get to it. Devin the Dream Haney, making his 147 welterweight debut, challenging Brian Norman Jr., undefeated Brian Norman Jr., for his WBO strap. Looked fantastic. Knockout of the year in Japan against Jin. I always forget the name. Then look amazing against Santillan in Santillan's backyard. But look, guys, before I move on, I predicted. Look, like I said, I predicted a career ender. I was worried for Devin Haney. I was worried that, again, I was worried in the mindset, the mental. My pick was 100% mental. What I saw with Jose Ramirez going into the Ramirez fight, I said it. I voiced it. I'm most excited about Haney Ramirez this weekend because I want to see if Haney recouped from that brutal fight with Ryan Garcia, and I didn't see it. So I thought he was mentally shot. And with Ryan Garcia, you know, every time he got touched, he even if he didn't drop, it moved him, shook them legs. So it was just from a mental perspective. To cover my ass, I want to show y'all this. I was on with Ness. Ness was actually in town. Before Devin fought Regis, I want y'all to hear what I think of Devin. Regis is dangerous, but Haney, it's not going to be close. I promise. I think Haney is going to, and Regis is. I like Regis a lot. Again, my eyeballs are telling me that this is going to be a clinic.
Devin ain't never fought nobody who hit as hard as Regis.
Yeah, but
and listen,
well, we hear that all the time.
Look,
Devin is an excellent, masterful boxer. Devin is a masterful boxer, and the power is, anybody has anything to say about Regis is his power. That's one-dimensional. Devin's going to figure it out really fast. I promise you guys. For y'all come and crucify me, I want y'all to know that I've acknowledged Devin Haney's brilliance. Just yesterday I did. But I said I'm just afraid that was 2023. So I saw Devin Haney doing this mentally, and I saw Brian Norman doing this, more confidence, man strength, getting bigger, against somebody who was susceptible to the big shot. So I wasn't just pulling stuff out of my ass. I wasn't just drinking the Kool-Aid. I usually go with the boxer. You heard what I just said about Bebo Benavidez. I usually go with the boxer. So this was kind of an unconventional pick for me, but I had seen too much from Devin, And I was wrong. I was wrong. What a clinic. Salute to Devin the Dream Haney. What a night. Let me throw up a couple pictures. Y'all might remember this. Y'all might remember Santillan, Brian Norman Jr., the pose. Brian Norman Jr. announcing himself on the 147 scene. Let's take it to Japan. Another killer pose. But man, oh man, oh man, this universe has a funny way of working, guys, because today we got to see the ultimate table turn. That guy on the right is the contender. That guy on the right is making his debut at 147 pounds. And that was 2 rounds into it. Yesterday, I said the game plan for Brian Norman Jr. needs to be let Devin feel comfortable. Let him get in there. Oh, man, he got comfortable. Oh, man, he got comfortable, guys. From the opening bell, we said this yesterday. We're going to be able to tell immediately. I turned around, looked at my pops, and said, Devin ain't running. I thought that was I knew that was a possibility. Devin wasn't going to run. I did not think that was going to happen. A, I didn't think Devin had enough power in his hands to do it. And B, I didn't think that Norman would be that slow, one-dimensional. I didn't think Norman was going to just have a ton more dimensions. I thought Norman had enough. I thought if Devin got close between the mental and the chin, it was going to be enough. We saw glimpses of it, but Devin answered the questions. Devin answered the questions. Has he recovered from that chin mentally from that Ryan Garcia fight? Ladies and gentlemen, he has. He has. Now, Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn were ringside, had a lot to say after the fight that Devin refuses to engage and yada, 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 all that stuff. And yeah, he does refuse to engage. You know why? Because he has a susceptible chin. So the goal is of this big, beautiful sport that we all love. It's not about just who can hit harder. It's about controlling the ring, controlling distance, controlling movement, turning, everything. Devin Haney, like I put up on that video just a little bit ago, displayed phenomenal boxing skills. That's all there is to it. Devin Haney displayed phenomenal boxing skills. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I didn't see it going this way because of the mind. I know how powerful the mind is. So I put all my eggs in that basket. All my eggs in that basket. I dismissed exactly what I said about Regis. I probably could have used it for this prediction. I dismissed that because I know how powerful the mind is. And I was sold. I thought for sure that Devin Haney was shot. I said those words. I said just 24 hours ago, I said, Devin Haney has a historically bad chin. And I made the mistake to compare it to Amir Khan. But look, guys, I'm here. I was wrong. My eyeballs took what the data it collected, and I crunched the numbers, and that's what it gave me. And I told y'all what my opinion was. So look, salute to Devin Haney. Salute to Bill Haney. I've said for a long time, Bill Haney's been moving his son brilliantly, and he's continuing to show that. You guys are the new welterweight champ. The belt that's been worn by Terrence Crawford and Oscar De La Hoya and all of those great welterweights. Sorry, this is the first two come to my head because they're two of my favorite. It's wrapped around Devin Haney's belt waist now. And guess what, guys? Guess what? I don't know if y'all gonna like this or not, but Ryan Garcia is fighting Mario Barrios soon for a belt. And what if Ryan wins? This rematch is going to be estupido. Estupido. Oh, man, guys. Well, that's my wrap up. I'm about to do a little something here, so bear with me. This is going to eventually be, hold up. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I'm looking for my stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be like our sponsor from like Dynamite, our Dynamite CRM. It's going to be the Dynamite CRM hotline. So what I'm going to do before we open up the lines, I'm going to play a quick commercial. And then when we come back, we'll continue talking, and then we'll open up the line if anybody wants to make any calls.
Step into the ring of success with Dynamite CRM, the heavyweight champion of CRM software and website development. Jab through clutter data and deliver knockout blows to your competition. With Dynamite CRM in your corner, victory is guaranteed.
Y'all check the homies out at Dynamite CRM. If you just need your website made, you just say you got a new boxing LLC, you just need a website made. Spitbucket website's under construction right now. He's working on it. Obviously, we made a lot of branding changes, a lot of everything changes, conceptual changes. So he's working on the website. But y'all check out the homies at Dynamite CRM. They are great. Let me get this ready. By the way, this is going to be, again, this is all first time, guys. I need y'all to be nice. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to open up the lines, and then we're going to throw this up as we continue to talk. So you'll see the phone number there, 201-771. What is it? 1760, I believe. So bring them in. Force me to eat the crow, or let's just talk. Whatever it is you want to do. I think I've done a poor job of acknowledging the guys who didn't come out winners tonight. Sam Noakes, what a fight. Stood in there. Absolutely brilliant, man. And he that was his game plan. It just wasn't enough. But he left it all on the table. He knew Turkey was watching. What a fight. Puma Martinez, same thing. Put it all on the line. But empty the tank on his game plan. Let's check this out. Let me drop the number in the chat real quick. 20. We got a chat coming in. Caller, who is this and where you from? Can you hear me?
Alfredo, from Monte Alto.
What's going on, Alfredo? Hey, can you mute the YouTube real quick?
What's up, man?
What's up, Alfredo, my boy? Hey, bro. This is history, dog.
What's going on, Alfredo? Hey, can you mute the YouTube real quick?
Yeah, mute
What's
the
up, man?
mute the
What's
YouTube.
up, Alfredo, my boy?
Hey, bro.
This is history, dog.
This is history, bro. This is the first time I've ever taken a call on the Spit Bucket.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're caller number one, bro. Hey, listen, it was a wide open night. I'm not gonna gear your thoughts at all. What were your thoughts on the night, dog?
Caller number one, bro. Hey, listen, it was a wide open.
Can you hear me, Alfredo?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to mute the
Yeah, sir.
all right, can you yeah, so did you hear? I said, what were your thoughts on the event, bro?
I thought the event was good, man. I got all but one of the fights. My only pick that was wrong was the Norman fight.
Yeah.
I picked Norman to beat Haney, and I was wrong.
Yeah, I was wrong too. Were you wrong? Like, all right, well, I was kind of wrong, big deal. Or were you like way wrong, dog?
Yeah, I was way wrong. I thought Norman was actually gonna outbox him and everything, but I didn't think Haney was gonna knock him down, and he did, which was what was the second round?
Yep. It was the second round, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Bro,
but-
like I just threw up on the video when I thought that hold on, bro, give me a sec. I'm gonna put the phone number in the chat real quick. It's a new number, so I'm still getting used to it.
Good.
201-771-1760. So y'all load it up. We've got a whole queue and everything, so y'all be good to go. Anyway, what I was saying, bro, is like I said it a million times. This was all mental for me. We all know Devin is a tremendous boxer, but after what we saw Jose Ramirez, I did not see that coming, bro, and I was completely shocked. Where do you think Haney? What do you think Haney looks for the future at 147?
Exactly. That same thing, man. After that Ramirez fight, I thought the same thing. But after this fight, man, I don't know. Maybe he can be the best one right now at 147.
Well, bro, it was great, man. Real quick before I take the next call, thoughts on Abdullah, thoughts on Bam, and then what do you see future for David Benavidez?
Abdullah Mason, what's his last name? Sam Noakes.
Yeah, Sam Noakes.
I thought that was a badass fight. Yeah, Sam Noakes. Yeah, that was a badass fight. Abdullah did win, even though Sam Noakes did put up a good fight. Bam, obviously he dominated Paul Martinez. I thought Paul Martinez was gonna put a better fight, but he didn't. And Benavidez, well, they supposedly Oscar De La Hoya posted out that he's fighting Arturo Ramirez May 2nd in Las Vegas. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, bro, I saw that. I meant to cover that too. Benavidez Zurdo. My early prediction based off of what I just saw. Benavidez by destruction, bro. What do you think about that?
I'll agree with that as well. Yeah, I'll be with you in that as well. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, bro. Well, man, I'm gonna jump on to the next caller, bro. But I appreciate you a million. Like I said, this was my first time. It was special. I appreciate you, way. Appreciate you.
No problem, bro. Hey.
And I'll be seeing you in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, I'll see you as well.
All right.
Thank you, man.
All right, bro. Have a good night, man. Let's see who we got next. Caller, you're live on the Spit Bucket. What's your name? Where you from?
Yeah, bro. Well, man, I'm gonna jump on to the next caller, bro. But
Hey, mute the background. Let these folks know how this works.
1 second, bro. 1 second, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just mute the background.
Yeah.
Oh, we get
better, bro?
What's going on? Who's calling?
It's the boxing man. How you doing, JJ?
How are you, boxing man? I appreciate you calling, sir.
Yeah, for sure. Big up my brother Jam who put me onto this. We did a little mental health a little bit for Red Corner Boxing, and I'm pretty inspired by your views, bro. So I wanted to jump on tonight. So thanks for accepting my call.
Oh no, man. I appreciate you too, dude. And yeah, I was when we kind of made that transition, or I made that transition, it comes with a risk because sometimes people in this world don't want to talk about feelings, but it's important. Yeah. I think it's important we do. If we love these fighters the way we say we do, I think it's important that we treat them like humans every now and then. And if they give us a reason to hey, we need to stop and and listen. I think it's important, man. So big up to you and Jam for taking a second and making that a point. That's a big part of it.
Yeah, no, and obviously we got on earlier on to talk about the AJ debacle, but tonight's about tonight, and I was I don't know about you, but I was pretty impressed with the card from start to finish.
1000%, brother. It was even the opener was fantastic, and I know I haven't taken much time to discuss it, but because we've been focusing on the championship fights, but I mean, no kidding. Like I'll say, I started getting company here at the house right for Abdullah Mason, and these guys did not let anybody down. What are your thoughts? I guess we'll just go start to finish. If you want to just hit each fight real quick, and then
let's run it.
Yeah, and which fight was the biggest surprise? Yeah, so let's start from the top. Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes. What's your thoughts?
Listen, I'm a huge Abdullah Mason fan. I want him to be great. I think, going into it, I'm obviously a British guy, but going into it, I wanted him to be the next face of American boxing. He's got a humble beginnings and a humble background in terms of like the relationship he's got with his father. He's obviously extremely talented when it comes to the sport of boxing, and he showed me something tonight because I had him winning by stoppage, but what got me shook, JJ, during the week was how confident Queensbury were. When I kept on watching those interviews, Frank Warren was like, yeah, it's almost like they thought, you know what, let's get this young superstar while he's early. Let's get him while he's a pup, while he's a little bird. And let's take him before he becomes this special talent. And tonight, obviously, I was on the red corner watch along, and I said the keys to victory for Noakes would be to kind of, I know he was only a few years older than him, but would be to bully him and to old man him, to make him think about things, to make him question himself. And he certainly did that for a large part of the fight. But superiorly impressed with the young man. And somebody was saying, did they run that back as a rematch? Hell no. Mason says, no, thank you. Let me go on to the next one, because sometimes you meet somebody that's going to give you a very, very difficult night's work. And that was the case tonight. But at the end of the day, the young man got the job done and he moves on.
1000%, man. 1000%. Any, do you, boxing fans are going to love this. I bet Mason's corner may not, but do you think Mason takes unnecessary risks? Do you think that he had the ability today to box Sam Noakes, but was in there taking some heavy shots? Or what are your thoughts on that?
He's a puppy, he's
Facts.
a puppy. And so at the end of the day, he's been surrounded by superstars this week, right? He's been looking at his idols and people that he wants to, emulate and one day be there in their shoes. And he's going to be, because of what we in the boxing community think of him. But all week he's looked at these guys, he's looked at them with adulation and like, wow. And so what he wanted to do tonight is put on a statement. So in terms of, can he sit behind the jab? Can he be absolutely unbelievable? Of course he can. But tonight was what it was. It was a learning fight. He was in there against a tough game Sam Noakes that he will have learned valuable lessons from. And ultimately, moving forward, he's probably going to have to change a couple of things as he continues to step up the levels, because he is susceptible to a straight right hand down the pipe. He really is. And he's going to have to kind of tidy some things up. But the young man did extremely well tonight, and he moves on and on to bigger things.
1000%. Moving right along, another young champion now here in from the United States. Obviously, fight fans stateside are excited. Bam Rodriguez, coming against a very, very, very worthy opponent in Puma Martinez, and absolutely just toys with him until the end. Thoughts on Jesse Bam Rodriguez? Where does he land on your pound for pound, and what are your thoughts about the future? Can anybody stop him?
JJ, even as you said that, I've got goosebumps running up my arm.
Wow.
Because this boy is a killer. He's just a killer. And what is he? 26? Is he 26?
25 years old still, man.
Yeah, 25 years of age. And he's got that baby assassin look in his eyes. He's rocking the 90s British curtain style little comb to the side, right?
Yes.
And he's rocking it. And he's rocking it in a big way, JJ. Like, he's rocking it in a big way. But he turns up and he just bullied Puma. And you know what? Puma's obviously tough.
Sure.
He's very, very tough. Very tough. And that knockout is as textbook as we do it on the pads, as in the gyms. We do it on the pads. Slip hook, right? Or slip straight shot down the pipe. And it was just slip bang. Good night, done. And beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The execution was different class. And I love him. In terms of where do I put him up there, he's in the top 5 without question. And at 25 years of age, if he doesn't get the silk pajamas and the silk sheets too early, then we could be looking at somebody that's going to go down in the history books as a very, very special fighter.
Agreed 100% about that. One thing that's a concern, and I don't say it's a concern, I don't say it in a negative sense, but just, real life, it's facts. It's different when you have 2 little ones at home now. And I'm curious, where if that, and we've seen no signs of a slowdown. That's why I'm careful to say this. I'm just curious if it will happen, as he's made some money, he's built a legacy, and it's almost now like, okay, now if you have kids, you understand how life-changing it is. I'm curious if we see any type of slowdown, but if not, this guy's future is 1000% in his hands, man. He is on another level. He's got the Mexican DNA, but he fights so technical, man. He's got the Mexican DNA where he's got that mean street, that hunger, or that, aggression, but he He doesn't. I mean, he manages it, and he paints it in a beautiful picture. It's insane. Let's move this.
Look, JJ.
Yeah, go ahead.
The only way I can answer that, buddy, is like, is he going to slow down? Is, you know, did Michael Jordan slow down?
Mm-hmm.
Did Cristiano Ronaldo slow down? Right. Sometimes it's within these guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in them. It doesn't matter that they've got families. It doesn't matter that they've started to earn money. They're just great. And I'm hoping that Bam is one of those special characters.
And listen, you know, that almost sounds blasphemous, comparing a young boxer from San Antonio, Texas, who weighs 115 pounds to the guys you just did. But greatness is greatness. People like Bam Rodriguez is the reason I don't talk trash to anybody, because a little guy like that, man, will really, really, really ruin a night.
Yeah, no.
All right, man, moving along. The hold queue is empty right now, man. So it's just me and you on the hold queue. I think I was expecting to get more Devin Haney love, but let's move right to that. Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. I don't want to say Haney shocks the world, because a lot of people were picking him to win, but there is an element of shock because we saw Haney, the pillow fist guy. He put him on his ass, first of all, but he controlled the fight. He controlled the fight from start to finish. I'm shocked. I was completely shocked. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I'm not shocked. I did a lot of podcast / kind of prediction shows this week, and one of the things that I said was, you know, Devin, after being destroyed by Ryan, regardless how we see it, I don't want to get into those politics.
Sure, 100%.
But regardless of how we saw it, he got absolutely destroyed. And obviously, for people in the know that have ever been in there, or close to people that have been at decent levels, sometimes the fight can get beat out of you by confidence, right? And by the demons. The demons are worse than what the actual beating was. It's the demons. And so when you analyze it, you go, in his last fight, you know, at the New York Times Square, and we talk about him going on his bike and all the rest of it. That could be considered now as just one of those fights of, I just need to get a W. I don't care how I do it. I don't care who I upset. I don't care who likes me, and I don't care what. I just psychologically, I need to go into my next fight with a W, because regardless of what happened in that Garcia fight and it got marked off, I know I was on the canvas. My mum was crying on the sidelines.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. That's where it takes you to a dark place as a fighter.
Agreed.
When you know that invincibility is gone. And so when he stepped back into that ring and he went for a walk and he went for a bit of a dance, and he didn't really do a lot. And I can't condone that as a boxing fan. You know, as somebody that kind of rips the sport apart, I understand it a little bit, but as a fan, I can't condone it. Tonight, what he did, he came in as a confident fighter, because he knew he'd get back to the plan, which the plan was get on my jab, you know, but you know what? He didn't take much back steps tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He did not take much back steps, and that's what allowed him to clip him in the second round. And I'll be honest, the clip in the second round kind of killed the fight.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Because then Devin knew that he didn't need to do nothing after that.
Yep.
Just win rounds, because I've won it. I've done it, so it's done. And so I just put a tweet out there, JJ, and anybody that wants to follow me on the Boxing Man on Twitter, I just put a tweet out there and said that give this man his respect. You don't have to like him, and you don't have to get behind it. You don't have to get behind him. But at the end of the day, when we're wrong in a sport that we love, just tip your cap every once in a while and just go, okay, I got that wrong. Because there's many people out there that thought that Norman Jr. was putting him to sleep tonight, and he didn't. And arguably, he probably won 9 rounds. He probably won 9 rounds. So, you know, was it the worst fight on the card? Yeah. But it all depends what you're looking for. It all depends what you're looking for, JJ. At the end of the day, you know, he's done his job. He's got people talking about him again, and most people thought he was getting knocked out tonight. So fair play to him.
1,000%. I couldn't possibly agree with you anymore, man. You know, Devin's got his reputation. A lot of folks don't like him. It's part of the culture now in boxing, and I've got absolutely no issue jumping on here saying, "Holy smokes, I was wrong." And I've made this comment plenty of times. I don't care if I'm wrong for the rest of my life. That means we're getting fights that aren't gimmies and aren't easy picks, and so I'm 100% okay with this, dude. The Devin Haney story now is there. The redemption story. It's you love him or hate him. The dude's got a tool bag. He's got a tool bag that maybe a lot of folks don't like. You know, he did feel some pressure there. Brian Norman, it almost seemed like it took him 6 rounds to adjust after that knockdown. That's another way the fight was kind of slowed down. You made a good point about Devin kind of slowing down, but Brian Norman took a while to adjust. I think it was round 8 or 9 before he finally started putting something together, a plan B, and by then it was too late. I was going somewhere with that point, but anyhow, man, big time salute to Devin Haney. What I was gonna say is, he was doing a lot of clinching, and clinching is part of boxing, man. He used it when he needed. It wasn't excessive. And look, as a champion, as Brian Norman had been a champion, you got to figure out a way to not end up in the clinch. And Norman couldn't figure out the distance, couldn't figure out how to get out of the clinch or avoid clinching. When he finally did get close, salute, big time performance. I think you had another follow up on that.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, like, when you come into these fights and you're a fighter that's never tasted defeat, right? You're very confident. You know, when and Brian Norman Jr. coming off that devastating knockout, he thinks he's invincible, and then in the second round, you know, quote unquote, in the boxing community, pillow fists, puts you on your ass. That's going to unravel the shit out of you.
100%.
You're going to be like, hold on a minute, this guy's put me on my ass, and he shook me as well. So the whole game plan went out the window. You're right, he probably didn't get his senses back till around about round 8, round 9. And at the end of the day, I'm not cancelling Brian Norman Jr. out.
Same here.
He's going to be a great pro. I think he's going to do well. But tonight's Devin's night, and as I said, you know, anybody that's hated on him, you can hate on him, but just tip your cap to him tonight. Just tip your cap.
It's not difficult. It's not difficult, man. It's not difficult. And it moves the sport forward. You know, you can have your favorites, but at the end of the day, we're all cheering for the same thing, man. And we don't want it to go away. And let's keep it moving. These champs put their lives on the line. Look, I thought Devin Haney was crazy for taking this fight. Absolutely. I did. Yeah. But, man, that's why we love this sport. That's why we love this sport. It's the essence of boxing. My former partner used to say it all the time. All right, let's wrap this. Let's wrap the rundown up, boxing man, with the headliner, David Benavidez. Still having a lot of naysayers, still having a lot of doubters, moving on at 175. But thoughts on the David Benavidez, Anthony Yard. David Benavidez comes out on top with a 7th round stoppage. What are your thoughts?
Well, look, in terms of, I'm a fan of Anthony Yard, not just being a Brit, just because the fact that he always dares to be great, you know, and he's not shy of stepping in there with killers. And ultimately, the losses on his record, other than the Lyndon Arthur loss when arguably, you know, around COVID, he had a tough time going on with personal circumstances with his family. Other than the Lyndon Arthur that he's kind of, you know, run that back twice and won 2 more times, he's been in there with killers, and so he always dares to be great. But sometimes you find out that you can dare to be great, but you come up against very, very special human beings. And for me, Benavidez is one of those special human beings. I said it, I predicted it before. His combination punching is some of the best in boxing, and it's not necessarily about, like, you know, I always talk about, you know, somebody can throw a 25 combination, punching combination on pads where it looks super slick.
Sure.
He's throwing them type of combinations, JJ. But it's like head, body, round the corner, up, back, doom, doom, and it's just ta 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 ta. It's constant. And what he did was he from round 2, he had a gash on his right eye. He broke him down from round 2. and it just slowly started to break him down. And he doesn't need to get like unbelievable credit tonight. He's not beat a world beater in
Sure.
Andy Yard. Andy Yard is below world. He's below world level, right? He's just down from world level, but he's game and he'll have a go. But what he's done is he's absolutely had his way with him and made himself look very, very special. But as we know, as the people that really love this game, we know how special he is. And I to be honest with you, you know, we'll talk another day. But I think the only way is up for Benavidez. I just think he's just so solid. And it's how he plants his feet.
Mhm.
He just plants his feet and goes, "Come on, then, let's go."
I've never seen.
I'm gonna throw combinations.
Yeah, I've never seen a fighter like what you said, you know, working the mitts and what you do in camp and in the gym. I've never seen a fighter commit to his combinations, to commit to finishing his combinations. I don't think I have. I can't think of somebody where he'll unload a 7-punch combination in the middle of war, man, in the middle of war. And like you, and I've never been crazy about how he does it. You say he plants his feet. I feel like sometimes he squares up, and I've always been critical about, but it's
definitely squares up. He definitely squares up.
Some guys aren't conventional. Let's ask Roy Jones. And I said yesterday, I have picked against David Benavidez for the last time. I didn't pick against him today. I'm just saying the guy has nowhere but up to go. It's not what you teach, but it is special and it is effective. And I think it works against Zurdo Ramirez. You heard the announcement. Golden Boy already posted it. What are your thoughts on that for May 2nd?
So say that, because I might have missed that. So Ramirez against who?
Zurdo Ramirez and David Benavidez. Benavidez is going up to challenge. Yes, it's official. According to Golden Boy, there at the end of the fight, David Benavidez announced it as well.
Hey, listen, I am backing against him. I'm definitely not backing against him, because I just think he's a special fighter. And for me, JJ, I think he is the type of fighter that needs. Don't get me wrong. He knew he was going to beat Yard today.
Sure.
So he just needed to have a good camp. But he is a fighter that if he goes to camp knowing that he could be in a little bit of trouble, that's a serious fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he's turned on, when he's switched on, there's problems. He knew that he had to have a good camp. He had to behave himself. He had to check his weight, and that he would beat Yard. If he goes into a camp saying, "Hey, listen, if I miss a corner here, this guy could jump all over me," that's going to be a special Benavidez. And I missed that in between the jumping off between things. That is an exciting fight to me, and I think he will come on top of that as well.
I agree, man. I've been harping a lot on the mindset of a challenger going up to fight a champion and defending your belt, and how when you're the champ defending your belt, you're facing that challenger's best night, best preparation, and that's what Zurdo's going to see. And man, oh man, is that scary. That's scary seeing a Benavidez going in there trying to take something. So, hey, listen, man, I really appreciate you, boxing, man. Appreciate you making this pop tonight. Like I said, it's my first night accepting calls, and I appreciate you chiming in and contributing the way you always do everywhere you stop. So I hope you enjoyed the fights. And again, big ups to you and the whole team, the whole Red Corner team, man. All the support. I really appreciate you guys.
Listen, JJ, good luck with the new thing, and big up yourself as well. You're doing great things, and if ever you need me, man, just send me a message. I'm always up for a talk.
Likewise, I'm sure we'll be working together here real soon, brother.
Okay, brother. Take care.
Have a good night. Bye-bye. That's Boxing Man on Twitter. Y'all give him a follow, man. Nothing but good content from him. You love the real boxing heads that really love this sport. Hey, guys, I thought I was going to be getting roasted on these calls, but I thank you. It's a lot of big channels right now doing their reaction. This may or may not have been well strategized on my end, just to know I probably wasn't going to take too much heat. Y'all can catch it on the playback. But let me catch some of these comments. Yeah, next time. Ramirez, I saw you calling, brother, but I think you hung up right before. But Yarde gets my respect as well. Let me see what else we had. Red Corner. Oh, I can't call in. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm going to get this figured out. Still working out the details, so I think I'll be able to do some WhatsApp work soon. I think I saw Neutral in here as well, too. But maybe. Oh, here he is, Mr. Neutral. No, I've had time to mourn. I could speak. Big up, JJ. Wild night, man. I'll tell y'all, look, nothing, it's hard to get surprised in boxing, but I was so sold on I was so sold on my, why I felt the way I felt. So big ups to Devin Haney. I think this starts a new chapter. Look, I think there's still question on that chin. And I don't mean this negatively, right? You know, some people have a stronger chin than the other. And you have to be able to fight with the tools and the deficiencies and that you're blessed with and that you have to make up for. I was terribly worried that Devin couldn't do it anymore mentally. He proved that he has the tools. He proved that he can still take and protect himself. A lot of people won't like the clinching. This is boxing. The object of this game is to beat the man in front of you. He wasn't running. He was elusive, but he fought his ass off. He fought a great fight, a dangerous fight. He scared the boogeyman. And then to Boxing Man's a point, salute. Nobody's throwing Brian Norman Jr. in the trash. I know I'm not. He's young, man. The dude's not even 25 yet. He learned tremendous. He got some tremendous experience tonight. He's going to get back to the drawing board. Anthony Yard fought a great fight. All these guys who took the L tonight, they put up a great show. They did their thing for the sport of boxing, and I couldn't be more grateful. But again, I want to make sure Brian Norman Jr. knows, and he knows. I've already seen the interview. Hold your head up. Oh, we got another call. We got another call before we call it. Caller, you're live on the Spit Bucket Podcast. What's your name? Where you from? Hello, can you hear me? Oh, this is Mike. Mike, can you hear me? Hey, can you mute it?
Did I mute it?
Mute the YouTube or the broadcast. You're good. You're good. No, you're good. You're good. What's up, Mike? Did you this Mike, right? That's what the caller ID says.
Right on, bro. Your neighbor.
Hey, what's going on, bro? What's going on? How you feeling about the fights tonight, dog?
Well, it was a good night of fights. I haven't been home for fights. I haven't watched pay-per-view fights in my house in a long time. I'm normally at the fights.
Yeah,
That
man.
was weird. It was cool.
It felt kind of cool though to kick your feet up in the living room and relax a little bit though, didn't it? Like I haven't watched a fight with my dad. Go ahead.
I had a couple cousins over, bro. It's like cool, man. Just chill. My daughter, my wife, we just here chilling in my house watching the fights, man. It was cool.
Yeah, same thing here, man. I was saying I haven't watched a fight with my pops in a long time, a big fight, you know, and it felt good to just relax. Don't have to worry about running for interviews and meeting at a hotel. It felt good just to relax and not be working it. So, but I tell you what, I wouldn't have minded being there. What did you think about the events, though? Were you shocked? Were there any fights that blew you away, or what are your thoughts, brother?
Everything was good. I mean, everybody put on a good show. What I wanted Norman to win. Haney, I didn't think Haney would put on that good show. He did good. You know, hey, fuck it, hey, props to him. You know, he showed up, he showed out. So I can't be mad. You know, he did what he had to do. But
do you think this would
going for the other guy?
Yeah, I listen. When I say I was going for other guy, I don't ever cheer for them. It's just I want to be right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, go Norman, because I was big on the prediction, and I like both these guys. I respect both these dudes. So do you think it was more Devin Haney surprised you with what he did, or Brian Norman didn't do what you thought he was going to do? What was it, more Haney or Norman?
I think Haney stepped up a little more. You know, more than he came. He came and he put on a show. He knew what he had to do. But the only reason why I was cheering for Norman, because I mean it's not Devin's fault. It's just I don't like Bill.
Yeah, bro, you're not alone on that.
But you know, it's not Devin's fault. But he did what he had to do.
Keep it.
He showed out.
He shut a lot of people up, bro. He shut up the haters, that's for sure. And he shut up a lot of. This time was weird, bro. I seen a lot of like knowledgeable boxing guys, you yourself included, Sean Zettel, like a lot of real knowledgeable boxing guys picking Norman. But this time, I saw a lot of fighters picking Devin Haney. Usually, the fighters and the smart, non-biased boxing guys usually pick kind of the same. But I noticed a lot of the fighters were picking Haney this time, while a lot of the me and yous who think we know it all were picking Norman. And bro, Haney shut us up. But I got a question. Staying on welterweight, you got Ryan Garcia fighting Barrios for the belt. Rumors about Pacquiao and Rolly. 1 year from now, who do you think is the number one welterweight? A year, 12 to 18 months from now.
I want to see if he can Haney get that get back. You know,
I agree.
If Ryan thinks he's a shit, you know, don't be taking no PEDs.
Facts.
And honest, one-on-one, mano-a-mano, straight up, hey, I'm going to kick your ass. No PEDs or whatever. You know, I want to see Haney and Ryan go at it.
I'm right there with you, bro. And listen, I tweeted this earlier. I haven't been this wrong on a fight since Haney Garcia. So I need Haney to go get that get back for me too. I want to see that rematch. And luckily for us, this might be for belts. I think it's ridiculous that Ryan Garcia is getting an opportunity for a belt again. But hey, we're just a fan. You know, we're just a fans. What do we say? Obviously, it's all about money. We got to follow the money, but it is what it is. But I'm with you. That's the money fight there at 147, bro. And I think Devin, if he fights like he fought tonight and Ryan isn't overweight and PED'd up, I think Devin Haney does what we all thought Devin Haney was going to do last time against Ryan.
Hey, don't get me wrong, bro. I bet for Ryan.
Oh, shit. Damn, I didn't. Ryan, I thought Devin was going to run circles around his ass.
I want Ryan to beat his ass again. I want it to be fair and legit. You know, I want to be fair and legit. I don't want no PEDs, you know.
No, I need to get my get back. I need a fair fight. I'm not saying Ryan won because of PEDs, but I do think the weight had a lot to do with it. You know, when you suck yourself down, those 3 pounds, people are like, it's just 3 pounds.
If he got advice from Money May, if he got that advice, hey, fuck it.
Yeah, you're right.
That. I mean, that's the kind of advice Money May would have gave. Hey, take that penalty, but hey, come in your weight you want to come in. It's your fight. You make the call.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I agree, man. Hey, I'm gonna before I let you go, what are your thoughts, real quick? We'll wrap up with Abdullah Mason, Bam Rodriguez, real quick. Are you their futures? Are you locked in? Do you think those guys are running the table? What are your thoughts?
Say it again. Mason and what and who? Mason
and Bam. Future of boxing. Are you confident in those two guys being long-term champions?
Oh yeah. Bam. That motherfucker. Oh man, ain't nobody can touch him. Yeah, he's good. You know, and you know me, bro. I told you, 2016. My heart was over in Ohio before I moved to Texas. Hey, I gotta go with my Ohio boys, man. I always represent or support Ohio fighters, Texas fighters, and then everybody else. But you know, I support everybody. But hey, yeah, I'm just happy homeboy won, and he's always a good dude. Whenever I ran into him, and I'm happy for him.
That's right. You got that. Yeah, that's
well as bad.
You got that Spit Bucket interview from him. I appreciate that, by the way. That's good stuff, bro. All right, Mike. Well, I've got a family downstairs and the baby, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. But I really appreciate you calling in, dog. And
I'm glad I had it. I mean, I seen you had a phone call. I said, "Fuck it." I never called these dumbass shows, whatever. But I did it the first time.
Appreciate it, dog. I really appreciate it, man. We'll talk soon, brother. Have a good night.
All right.
Later.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna shut down the calls for the night. I had to do a test run, and that's it. But let's turn this down. Like I said, working on a really cool project that hopefully, if this thing goes, it's gonna blow some of you guys away. And I needed to test these calls. But anyways, as I mentioned to Mr. Mike Ramirez, I've got a beautiful family waiting for me downstairs. I would love to talk all night because there's so much to talk about. But let's balance it out. But one more time. Let me see if I got any cool pictures. Like, this needs to be celebrated. The man took so much heat from a lot of haters. And even though I picked against him, I sure as hell ain't no hater. That was the shock of the night for me. But what a night. You know, when you tee up an event so high and you put it on a pedestal, you know, it happens a lot of the times to us in boxing. It's like it just, you know, we leave feeling like it didn't live up. But we saw a future in Abdullah Mason, who's now champ. We saw somebody saying, I'm not a fluke, in Bam Rodriguez. We saw Devin Haney saying, I'm not finished. I still have a whole second half of my career. And we saw David Benavidez say, oh, I can finish people at 175 pounds. Matter of fact, I'm about to go up to cruiserweight and try to do it there. So what a night. I can't wait to see new pound for pound list, because I think it might be time to include Mr. Haney and Mr. Benavidez and mine. But we got to assess everything. Again, thanks to the callers, Alfredo, Boxing Man, and Mike Ramirez, first 3 callers ever on the Spit Bucket podcast. We're going to keep bringing that to you guys. Please like, subscribe. Please follow us on all social medias. I would really appreciate it. I need to get used to not saying we, because I sound like I might be bipolar. It's just me on the Spit Bucket. But much love. I hope everybody enjoyed the fight. I hope everybody understands my picks and why I made them. And I will see you guys again next time on the Spit Bucket Podcast. This life is a fight. What are you focused on? There will be doubt. Pain, it's inevitable. But when that bell rings, will you be ready?